Hey Vito, it is Brian. I've been working on the mutual funds or the segregated funds, and I have an idea. What I wanted to do was wanted to look at possibly seeing about bumping this return up since you're a little bit higher risk type of client. But I also didn't want to get you too high of risk because your real estate portfolio is high risk. Real estate's high risk, and I don't know that you need to be as much time as you have to invest to be high risk. That'll be up to you because you can, but I would ask you to be a little bit more tempered than being all high risk in everything that you do, simply because it can work against you and create stresses that make you an unpleasant person. And so I'm trying to avoid that so that you're not like that other developer that we had talked about the other day. But anyway, so I wanted to look at the combination of being able to put the two together. So what I'm looking at is Canadian equity, which is on page, this is True North, which is on page 139, which we talked about at our meeting, which is all Canadian companies. And it's done well over time. Fidelity True North. And then I also wanted to look at the possibility of adding U.S. exposure, since you do have a risk profile that's so high. On page 151, there is the American Equity MFS Fund. And it owns Microsoft, Alphabet, Apple, JP Morgan, Johnson & Johnson, Visa, Medtronic, all these great U.S. companies. And it, of course, does better over time. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to point out to you that you could do one or a combination of both. And because we do have the possibility of some larger sum, we should probably do a combination of both, because building your portfolio at this point in time makes some sense. But it's going to be your decision. So if we look at it, what they do is they balance each other out. So in 2011, the Canadian market was down 8.93, 4.39, 6.6. 2012, you'd be up 9.66. 2013, you'd be up 29.58. 2014, you'd be up 10.96. 2015, you would be 7.24. 2016, 6.07. 2017, 8.43. 2018, negative 2.7. 2019, 19.4. 2020, 9.22. 2021, 22.75. You'll also notice that by adding U.S. exposure into the Fidelity True North at a 50-50 mixture, it also pads your negativity, 8.93. It's actually only a negative 6.66. Gain of 7.44 actually becomes 9.66. So by adding U.S. equity into the Canadian True North, it actually increases your return. By doing the two, the 11-year backward-looking rate of return is 10.35%, which is still better than 3 points better, rather than 6 points better with the higher risk. I just don't like the higher risk because of the real estate portfolio. I believe getting out of debt is also very, very important. We'll talk about that as our next leg too. But 7.39, 10.35, it gets you a balanced risk profile there. Or not, gets you a better risk profile there. I have to be careful because it's not a balanced risk profile. I think that's going to be the better way to be able to do this. I think that you'll agree with me on that one, but I wanted to send this video to you so you can watch it, and hopefully it helps you make some sense of what I'm looking at here. I believe that this would be a wonderful forward-looking rate of return if we can assume that this would be a forward-looking return, which we cannot. This is only a rearward-looking return. It is not a forward-looking return. There is no opportunity to be able to project forward returns to be this level. There's no guarantee of future results, only looking at the past. Thanks for watching.